6-game series between the Jays and the Red Sox. Hi again, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, and welcome to Red Sox baseball. Great night here last night at Fenway Park for the Red Sox, but some bad did come out of last night's game. John Lester, who had 4 hitless shutout innings and came out of the ball game last night with a lat problem. We found out more today as Terry Francona updates about the DL situation for John Lester a little bit earlier.
We're actually planning on possibly skipping him on Sunday anyway and having him come out of the chute last just because of the load he will carry, and so this kind of makes this a no-brainer. I already talked to him today, and we haven't officially done it because he's not here, but we will, and I think he's pretty aware of that. He didn't put up much of a fight, so I think it's the right thing to do.
Well, we welcome in Jerry Remy. And Jerry, last night a special night here at Fenway Park, and what was special too was that Dustin Pedroia was in the 4 spot, powering up again.
Well, the spark plug is hot, and he was hot last night going into that 4 spot in the batting order, and of course hitting a home run for the Boston Red Sox. It seems like every time he goes in that 4 spot, he hits a home run for him, and he has really been hot when you look at his last 7 games. His last 7 games have been absolutely outstanding for Dustin Pedroia. The batting average at .321, you can see the doubles at 1, couple of home runs, 5 RBIs, 5 runs scored. He's hitting 25 of 27 games. Now, tonight, Dustin not hitting cleanup, not hitting second. He's hitting third in the lineup tonight because Adrian Gonzalez has the night off. So Dustin tonight, batting third, will probably get 4 hits in the ball game. Who knows? Wherever they put him in the lineup, he's going to hit.
Well, the Red Sox hope that the whole lineup hits tonight in the final game of the series with the Blue Jays. We're back with more from Fenway Park on a beautiful night in Boston right after this. For the 5th run of that day, the game ended 9-1, Red Sox victory, and another loss for Ricky Romero. Welcome back inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, and welcome to Red Sox baseball. Ricky Romero on the mound today for the Toronto Blue Jays in the final game of the series. And for Ricky Romero, he's done well against the American League East and the rest of the American League for that matter, but not so much against the Red Sox. They've been able to get to him over the years. Romero's 7.69 ERA against the Sox. His .350 opponent's batting average are both the highest marks he has against any major league team. He's allowed 70 hits to the Sox, 3 more than he's allowed to Baltimore. They have 67 hits against him, but those came in 70 2/3 innings. This season, as mentioned, made a start against Boston April 18th and picked up the loss, allowing 5 runs and 4 1/3. He walked a season-high 5 in that game. So the Red Sox and Blue Jays will wrap it up here tonight from Fenway Park, and on the mound for the Red Sox is Tim Wakefield, still in the rotation for the Sox. Tim is 4-3 and has 17 wins in his career against the Jays. We're back with the first pitch from Fenway right after this. Welcome back to Fenway Park as the Red Sox and Blue Jays wrap up their series. Let's check out the visiting Toronto Blue Jays starting 9. Yunel Escobar is at shortstop leading it off. Eric Thames in left field with Jose Bautista at third base. Adam Lind at first base in the cleanup spot. Edwin Encarnacion is the DH with Aaron Hill in left. Travis Snyder is in right field batting 7th with JP Arancibia doing the catching batting 8th. And Rajay Davis, speedster, bats 9th. At .321 against the Red Sox this season, and here we go. First pitch from Tim Wakefield is in there for strike 1, and we're underway. Wakefield making his 11th start, 20th appearance overall, 4-3 with a 4.82 earned run average. No one flutters outside, and it's 1-1. Last time out against Houston, a no decision, 5 1/3, 11 hits, 5 runs, didn't walk anybody, nor did he strike anybody out. Red Sox coming from behind in that game. This is to left and hit well. McDonald looks up and it's high off the wall. Ricochet goes to Ellsbury in center, and his throw to second base not in time. As Yunel Escobar starts it with a double high off the wall in left field.
Well, the first appearance by Escobar in this series, and he takes Tim Wakefield high off that left field wall for the leadoff double. That's a 6-game hitting streak now for Escobar. I think one of the reasons in that leadoff spot against Wakefield, 429 coming into the game with a home run, and now the leadoff double.
There's Eric Thames, the left fielder for the Jays. And this will flutter over the inside corner for strike 1. Thames at .321, 3 homers and 9 runs batted in. That is outside this time, 1-1. And Tim Wakefield, as I mentioned off the top, 17 victories in his career against the Blue Jays. 17-14 and 42 starts, 56 total games against them. And 11-9 against the Blue Jays here at Fenway Park with a pretty good ERA, 3.36. Thames will foul it back and is down 1-2.
First time that Thames has ever faced Wakefield. The only hitter in the lineup tonight for the Blue Jays who has not faced him.
1-2 is popped up. Foul ground. Navarro going as far as he can, but it's back into the seats and out of play. Well, the Red Sox dropped the first game of the series. They win last night in dramatic fashion, and tonight trying to win this series against Toronto for the arrival of the Orioles beginning here tomorrow night. 1-2 is hooked to second base. Pedroia looks towards third, but fires to first for out number one.
And the Red Sox defense is brought to you by Jordan's Furniture. They're third in the American League with 43 errors on the season. Yamaiko Navarro at third base, Marco Scutero the shortstop, Dustin Pedroia at second, and Kevin Youkilis the first baseman. Left to right, Donnell McDonald, Jacoby Ellsbury, and J.D. Drew, and Jared Saltalamacchia doing the catching for Tim Wakefield.
Kevin Youkilis back at a familiar spot for him. Won a Gold Glove there at first base for the Red Sox tonight with Adrian Gonzalez ailing a tad. They were looking to find a spot to give Adrian a day off, and with the neck stiff and trouble against Romero in the past, tonight seemed like a good enough night, and Youkilis moves across the diamond. His neck is feeling better and head after being hit in the upper back here in game one of the series. In the dirt gathered by Saltalamacchia with Escobar just 90 feet away. And certainly more bad news in the injury front. Placed on the DL, John Lester is on the 15-day DL, the left lat strain. We recall Scott Atchison, who was available tonight for the Red Sox, called up from the Pawtucket Red Sox. And Lester suffering the injury in last night's game. Boy, he had no-hit stuff here last night, Jerry.
He certainly did. Had a live fastball, 94-95. There was no indication of any kind of injury, of course, until he left the ball game.
Swing and a miss. And it is 2-2. In fact, Lester struck out the last batter he faced, and really, you watch him walk off the mound and down the runway. Didn't appear to have anything wrong with him. And we found out soon after that when seeing Matt Albers starting to warm in the pen, and Albers came in as Bautista fouls it off. So we'll take some extra time here for Lester. You got the All-Star break mixed in, which certainly helps. Bautista with 28 home runs, 58 runs batted in, and hit a 2-run home run here last night, and now lines one into center field for a base hit. From third comes Escobar, and the Blue Jays take a 1-0 lead. Jose Bautista knocks in his 59th run of the year, and it's 1-0 Toronto.
Well, that's the first hit he's ever had against Tim Wakefield. He was 0 for 9 previous to that at bat. He reaches out on a knuckleball that is off the outside part of the plate and drops it into center field for the base hit.
So Escobar has not played in this series until tonight. Scores the first run of game 3. Here is Adam Lind. 305, 16 homers, and 50 runs batted in. He's batted in the cleanup spot all 3 games of the series. So he takes strike 1. In the air to left field, sending Darnell McDonald back onto the base of the track to make the catch. With the second out of the inning. And Bautista back to the bag at first, 2 down.
That ball didn't seem like it was hit all that well, but it did carry quite a bit back to the warning track. Warm night here at Fenway again. Breeze blowing out towards center field.
Here are the conditions. 87 degrees to start the game. Breeze out to right at 17 miles per hour, and there is a chance for thunderstorms to come through. Over and back is Bautista. Five out of 8 stolen base attempts as he gains his lead at first base again. A wild swing and a miss. Ball gets away. Bautista's headed for second. He'll get there. Broke right away. And no chance for Saltalamacchia.
Now Saltalamacchia couldn't get this clean in the glove. The swing, and it bounces off the glove and by him. And by the time he finds it, Bautista in scoring position at second base.
Pass ball charged to Saltalamacchia. 0-1 is chopped to third. Navarro's got it. His throw is in time, and it ends the inning. Blue Jays get a run in the first on 2 hits. 1-0 Toronto. It's time to check out the Red Sox starting lineup, and it's brought to you by your New England Chevy dealers. Jacoby Ellsbury at the top of the order is in center field. Marco Scudero at shortstop batting second. Dustin Pedroia at second base in the 3 spot. David Ortiz, the DH. Kevin Youkilis at first base with J.D. Drew in right. Darnell McDonald in left field bats 7th. Jared Saltalamacchia does the catching. He bats 8th. And Yamaiko Navarro is at third base. He bats 9th. Ricky Romero's on the mound tonight for the Toronto Blue Jays. He's 18th start of the year, 7-7 with a 2.75 earned run average, 99 strikeouts in 118 innings. And last time out, a no decision against the Phillies, giving up 4 runs. 2 of them were earned, and 6 1/3. Mentioned his problems against the Red Sox as he deals with ball 1 to Jacoby Ellsbury. Ellsbury at 306. 9 homers and 42 runs batted in. He was 0 for 4 in the game last night and hits this one high and deep to right. Back goes Snyder at the wall. It's gone. Over the bullpen and into the bleachers. Jacoby Ellsbury ties the game with 1 swing of the bat, 1-1.
Now number 10 on the season for Jacoby Ellsbury. He gets the fastball from Romero. He's a .357 career hitter off Romero, and that will go up after this at bat. So very quickly the Red Sox tie the ball game up.
Now ground ball left side. It's Escobar short, throwing the dirt, but picked nicely by Lynn for the first out. Well, Hess and Hess Express are proud sponsors of the Red Sox, and the Red Sox on Nesson during the 2011 Red Sox season. Hess and Hess Express will donate $500 to the Red Sox Foundation for every Red Sox home run. Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause. So Ellsbury with his 10th home run of the year. His 3rd leadoff home run of the season, 4th overall for the Red Sox, and this game's tied as Pedroia now bats from the number 3 spot in the Red Sox order, and his 8th home run of the year here last night. As he taps it foul, and the count evens at 1-1.
That is the first time Jacoby Ellsbury, now with 10 home runs, has been in double digits in his career in home runs.
That's away, and it's 2-1. And the Red Sox with a quick answer here in the bottom of the first inning. Didn't take long. Success continues against Ricky Romero. This is on the ground foul. Romero is 2-5 with a 7.69 earned run average in 10 starts against Boston. His last start came on April 18th at Fenway, and he lost 9-1, giving up in 4 1/3 5 earned runs. And Ellsbury's now 5 for 8 against him. This is lined into center field. In there for a base hit from Rajay Davis. Pedroia is aboard with one out.
The Toronto defense is 6th in the American League. They've made 50 errors on the season. It'll be Jose Bautista at third base, Yuno Escobar the shortstop, Aaron Hill at second, and Adam Lynn at first. Left to right, Eric Thames, Rajay Davis, and Travis Snyder, and J.P. Arancibia doing the catching for Romero.
Pedroia with a base hit now extends the hitting streak to 8 games at .345 during the 8-gamer. 2 home runs along the way and 5 RBIs. Big Poppy in the cleanup spot as he takes strike one. David at .302, 17 homers, 49 runs batted in. The shift on for David, and very shallow this time on the right side is Bautista. He's just astride on the outfield grass for now. He was well into right last night.
Now that's because there's a man at first base, and if there's a ground ball in his direction, there's a chance for a double play. If he's out in right field, there's no chance.
He'll be back out there again, though, later on.
Oh, yeah, he'll be back out there.
Big Poppy waiting on an 0-2. Broken bat grounder, and they've got a shot. It is Hill to Escobar on to first, and it's a double play that ends the inning. But a home run for Jacoby Ellsbury has tied the game 1-1. Here on Nessa. Jacoby Ellsbury has homered, and the Red Sox have tied this game 1-1 as we head to inning number 2. And it'll be Aaron Hill, Travis Snyder, and J.P. Arancibia face Tim Wakefield. Hill takes ball 1. 245, 4 homers, 33 runs batted in for Hill. Foul and out of play, and it's a ball and a strike. He'll hit his 5th home run of the year here in game 1 of the series off John Lackey. Blue Jays rank 8th in the American League in batting average coming into tonight's action, 254. They're 4th in runs scored. This one tap foul, and count evens at 2-2. John Farrell's team, with the loss here last night, dropped to 42-45. 3 games under 500 and 10.5 back of the Yankees to start the night. The Jays on the road this season are an even 500. They're 23-23, but at home at the Rogers Center, 19-22. Jose Bautista brought him closer last night, and play at the plate ended the game. And Jerry, we've looked at it a bunch of different times and still really have nothing conclusive, even though John Farrell and the Jays really feel like they were kind of robbed in the deal.
Yeah, and you can understand why such a close play at home plate, but Jason Varitek, no question, blocked the plate. The question was the other foot on the plate or over the plate? That's the only question I have. I could not tell. No matter how many times I've looked at it, I still can't tell. This is the play that ended last night's game. The throw all the way in the air from Donnell McDonald. Watch Varitek block the front leg, but does the back leg get to home plate? Very tough to tell.
That'll drop in there for strike 3. First K of the night for Tim Wakefield.
That ball acted like a curveball that time from Wakefield. Wakefield's strikeout high in the season is 6. He did that against the Milwaukee Brewers.
So 1 out here in the 2nd inning. Travis Snyder, the batter. Inside, ball 1 to Snyder. He was 3 for 5 in the first game of the series, but 0 for 4 last night. As that'll drop in there for strike 1. Snyder recalled on July 4th, right before the ball game. They've been in Las Vegas AAA since April 29th. Liner into right field for a base hit. Let's check in with Heidi.
Well, Don, Adrian Gonzalez has the night off for the first time this season. Now, Gonzalez does not like to ever get a night off, but both he and Terry Francona decided this would be a good night to give him a break.
We talked after the game, and he said, I know you talk to guys about having days off and stuff. He's never had one. I said, call me in the morning. Let me know how you're doing. Because he goes, I really don't see the ball off this guy that well. I said, well, if we're close, we'll give you a day, because he hadn't had one yet. Called me this morning, and when he didn't put up a fight, sometimes guys need a day.
Francona also had an update on Carl Crawford today. He said the tentative plan is to take advantage of those extra days rest with the All-Star break, then have Crawford go on a rehab assignment for a few days and meet the team in Baltimore for the second series right after the break. He will miss the series with his old team in Tampa. Don?
All right, Heidi, thanks very much. Thrown out at second base is Travis Snyder. Trying to take advantage with a knuckleballer, Tim Wakefield, and Saltalamacchia comes up firing to get Snyder.
Yeah, what a great throw here by Saltalamacchia. Watch him catch that knuckleball that's down, and the throw's going to be there in plenty of time for Dustin Pedroia to catch it, slide over, and make the tag on Travis Snyder.
Swinging a foul, and it's 1-2. J.P. Arencibia. Snyder gunned down.
Toronto Blue Jays are 5th in the league in stolen bases.
Swing and a miss. Arencibia strikes out, and it ends the inning. It is 1-1 after an inning and a half. Euclid, J.D. Drew, and Darnell McDonald to bat here in the second. Romero gave up the home run to Jacoby Ellsbury to tie the game, and now Euclid takes a pitch up top for ball one. 270 with 11 home runs, 57 runs batted in for Euclid. Turns to the lineup tonight after having last night off. Hits it high and deep to left. Will it stay fair? It will, and it'll get out of the yard. It's a home run. Red Sox lead it 2-1, and they continue to get to Ricky Romero.
Well, the day off kind of freshened up Kevin Euclid a little bit. Third career home run off Romero. Fastball inside, line shot into the first row of monster seats. That ball was really hit hard by Euclid.
Hess and Hess Express are proud sponsors of the Red Sox and the Red Sox on Nesson. During the 2011 Red Sox season, Hess and Hess Express will donate $500 to the Red Sox Foundation for every Red Sox home run. Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause. The leadoff home run in the first, leadoff home run in the second. The 1-1 to Drew. There's a swing and a foul tip, 1-2. JD at 235, 4 home runs and 20 runs batted in. In the air, foul on the third baseline. That'll get back and out of play. With very good numbers against Romero, to say the least. This is back to the shortstop, Escobar, behind second, and throws out J.D. Drew for the first out of the inning. He was positioned perfectly, as it turned out. When you're on the road, take some peace of mind with you. AAA roadside assistance can save the day, and your AAA card can help you save every day. Call 1-800-JOIN-AAA or join online at AAA.com. Swing and a miss. Darnell McDonald down on the count 0-1. McDonald at 125, 2 home runs, 6 runs batted in. Popped up, and that will get to the seats. Sebia going as far as he could. One-two pitch in the dirt, and it's 2-2 to Darnell McDonald.
That's 3 changeups McDonald's seen already in this at bat.
26-year-old Ricky Romero broke into the big leagues in 2009 with the Blue Jays. Won 13 games in his first year. Big leagues 13-9. Last year 14-9. This is laced foul. Comes into tonight's effort with a record of 7-7. Blue Jays first round pick, 6th overall in 2005. He is from Los Angeles, California. Attended Cal State Fullerton for 4 years collegiately. Helped the Titans capture a national title, 2004 College World Series. Swing and a miss as McDonald's down on strikes, 2 down.
There's the changeup again, so a bunch of off-speed pitches in that at bat to Darnell McDonald, and eventually puts him away with the changeup.
Two down in the second, and here comes Jared Saltalamacchia. Jared hitting at 251, 5 home runs, 23 runs batted in. Inside, ball 1. Last year the Jays tried to wrap up some of their young talent. Ricky Romero was one of those guys. In August he signed a 5-year contract extension with the Blue Jays. In just his second season in the majors. And he won 14 games last year, but locked up for the Jays and signed through 2015. 1-1 is on the ground down third baseline. It is a foul ball.
I believe in that contract too, Don. There were no option years there. I think it was just a strict 5-year deal for Romero.
Some people do. Saltalamacchia coming on back. So 1-2 here to Jared Saltalamacchia. Outside, 2-2. See how foul this was looking down the line. From up here looked pretty good, but Kelly just called foul. It was over the bag. 2-2. Just outside, full count.
See Romero shake his head a little bit there. He thought he had that for strike 3 against Saltalamacchia. Just on the outside corner.
On the ground to shortstop. Escobar to the backhand. The throw is in plenty of time. And that will end the inning. But a leadoff home run by Kevin Youkilis. The Red Sox have a 2-1 lead. It's on top of the Blue Jays. As a pop-up sent foul by Rajai Davis. Back off to the right, now to play. Davis leading it off here in the third inning. Tim Wakefield gave up a first inning run. RBI single for Jose Bautista, scoring Yunel Escobar. And since then, the Red Sox have had 2 solo home runs. Jacoby Ellsbury and Kevin Youkilis, and it's 2-1 Boston. 0-1 to Rajai Davis. Down and away, 1-1. There's ball 2, 2-1. Midfield 4-3 coming into this outing tonight. His 20th overall appearance, 11th start. His little number right in front of the plate. Saltalamacchia's got to hurry with Davis running, and it is not in time. Davis got all kinds of speed. He's got himself a base hit to begin things here in the third.
Yeah, that's almost like a perfect bunt down the third baseline. I mean, no chance for Wakefield to get to it. Saltalamacchia had the only opportunity, but really no chance to throw out Davis at first base with his speed. He's by the bag. Here's the little tap down that third base line. And the base hit for Rajai Davis. So you got 22 steals at first base in Davis.
On board here at first base to begin things in the third inning. Second time in 3 innings. Jays have had the lead runner on. And here is Yunel Escobar, doubled and scored in the first. He will send this into center field very quickly. Davis up to second base, rounds it, and it's first and second with nobody out, and that is the 5th hit allowed by Tim Wakefield.
Now Yunel Escobar is now 12 for his last 22. As I mentioned, we have not seen him in this series. He's been hurt, but back in the lineup tonight in that leadoff spot, and 2 for 2 so far in this game.
Look at those numbers in the 6-game hitting streak. Pretty impressive. He's got a base hit here, his second of the night. And it's 2 on, nobody out for Eric Thames. There go the runners on a ground ball to first base. Youkilis takes a look. He'll tag the bag at first, but they were both taken off before the pitch and move into second and third.
That's one of the biggest difference between the Toronto Blue Jays of a year ago and John Farrell's Toronto Blue Jays. They will be aggressive. Both runners going on the first pitch. The ground ball right at Youkilis, peaks at second. No play there, just takes the out.
So second and third, 1 out. Jose Bautista will hit one high in the air to left field down the line, and over is Darnell McDonald. He'll make the catch. Tagging at third base is Davis. The throw to the plate, not this time. Davis is in, and the game is tied 2-2. Another RBI for Jose Bautista, his second of the game.
That was almost the same spot as last night, but this throw's going to be off target up the first base line. And Rajai Davis has no problem scoring from third base. As we look in the double box, the tag up and the throw.
So 2 down, Escobar in scoring position. Then Adam Lynn coming up. Lynn, 27 years old, from Muncie, Indiana. Now in his 6th season in Toronto. Blue Jays made him their 3rd round pick back in 2004. Towards left center field, and this will get down. From second base comes Yunel Escobar. He will score, and the Blue Jays take a 3-2 lead. RBI single for Adam Lind has given the Jays a lead again.
Adam Lynn's a guy that really has not had much success against Tim Wakefield, but this time he does. The knuckleball stays up in the zone, and Lynn to center field for the base hit. Drops it in front of Jacoby Ellsbury, who's going to his right. And the Blue Jays bounce back into the lead.
So 2 down, Lind at first, and here is Edwin Encarnacion. The swing and a miss for strike 1. Rounded out to third base in the first inning. there for a called strike over the outside corner. One and two to Encarnacion with Adam Lind at first and 2 down. Jays have gotten 2 runs in. Swing and a miss. Wakefield strikes him out to end the inning. Blue Jays get 2 runs and take a 3-2 lead.
Well, Don, I've got a special guest. Treasurer Steve Grossman is here talking about the partnership between the Red Sox and the Massachusetts State Lottery. And you've got a special contest going on here. Tell us about it.
It's the Fenway Challenge. It enables somebody who had a losing lottery ticket to enter that lottery ticket in a drawing. His name was drawn basically out of a hat, and he gets to go on the field. He's guaranteed of winning $10,000, and if he picks the right card on the field, he wins $25,000.
All right, we'll have to bring him some luck. Now, this partnership between the Red Sox and the Massachusetts State Lottery, what has it brought about?
Since 2006, we've done 6 games. Every year we do a game. And since 2006, it's generated $828 million in sales. And more important, $111 million has gone back to every city and town in the Commonwealth in the form of local aid. Firefighters, police officers, quality of life. So every time you play a game, a Red Sox game or another lottery game, you're indirectly contributing to the quality of life in every city and town in the Commonwealth.
That's true. It's a win-win. You have a chance to win a ton of money, and you're also helping your town. Where can people go for more information?
MassLottery.com, and you can find out not only about all the Red Sox games, but all the rest of the games we have available as well.
All right, Heidi, thank you very much. 1-2 is the count to Yamaiko Navarro, who was leading it off here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Outfield set up straight away as Navarro bats out of the number 9 spot and lifts it to left, but right at Eric Thames out there in left field for the first out of the 3rd inning.
If you hit the lottery, Don, for about, let's say, $100 million, would you continue to work?
Yes. I like my job that much, sure. I want to come here every day. I mean, what's better than this?
I would, too. I would certainly take that money and do what you got to do.
Yeah. Well, I travel more during the off-season, do some other stuff, but I would not give this up. How about you?
No, I'd stay.
You'd stay?
I'd stay.
Would you throw your friends any cash like me, or would you just kind of keep it all for yourself?
I'd take care of my family.
So the answer is no. Ground ball to Escobar, throws to first, and Ellsbury is retired for the 2nd out.
But I mean, you know, $100 million, you slice it in half.
Right, already.
So it's down to $50 million already.
Exactly, it's that half, half full thing.
How much, really is it?
You're already down to
$50 million.
$50 million. Could be gone in a couple of years.
Yeah.
And by the time you take care of your family, then you get less than that. It's really nothing. You've won nothing by the end of it. Now $500 million. That's where the real money is.
That would be a jackpot.
Because then you can get like really big boats and other stuff.
There's a lot of stuff you can do with $500 million. You chop that in half, you get $250.
Right.
You can do quite a bit with that. You get yourself a boat instead of a paddle boat.
Right. An actual boat.
A real boat.
Yeah. Two balls and a strike to Marco Scudero. Ricky Romero giving up a run in the first, a run in the second, has tired the last 5 in a row. 2-1 is missing for ball 3.
I say continue to work. I mean, 1 game a week would be
right.
You could just
no road games.
Sunday afternoon baseball would be.
Time for the Rum Dog on Thursday nights. '40th pitch for Romero. It misses for ball 4, and Scudero heads down to first base. First walk given up by Romero. Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Commitment, compassion, and love of the game. Find out what we're made of at easternbank.com. 2 down here in the third inning with Marco Scutaro at first base. The benefit of the first free pass served up by Romero. And Dustin Pedroia single into center field in the first inning. Takes ball 1. This one tap foul, gets a piece of Aaron Sebia. So McClellan giving Aaron Sebia a little bit of extra time. Says he's all right. Ball and a strike to Dustin Pedroia with 2 outs and Scutaro at first base. Pedroia jacks it foul down the right field line, out of play. In the dirt, knocked down by Aaron Sebia. No advance for Scutaro at first base.
Nice block there by JP Aaron Sebia, the catcher. He goes down and to the knees. All he's trying to do is block the ball, not catch it. Softens everything up and keeps Scutaro at first base.
It's up high, ball 3, full count. A little number down the third baseline. It will go foul. Sebia had to let it go. No chance to get Pedroia if he picked it up. So he let it go as long as it would, and it finally kicked foul.
For a while, it looked like it might hug that line down the third base bag, but it didn't. It just continued to roll into foul territory.
So another chance here for Pedroia with a full count. 2 down. Scutaro will be off at first base. Pedroia cranks it foul. Sharply hit. Popped up. Aaron Sebia discards the mask, stays in foul ground, and makes the catch that ends the third inning. We played 3 from Fenway, 3-2 Blue Jays. Get it started, and the Red Sox took a 2-1 lead, but the Blue Jays come back with 2 in the top of the third. They take a 3-2 lead to the fourth, and that'll be Aaron Hill, Travis Snyder, and JP Aaron Sebia to face Tim Wakefield. Hill takes strike 1. He struck out looking in the second inning. 1 of 3 Ks so far for Wakefield through the first 3. Fouled and out of play. It's 0-2. Wakefield at 44 years, 338 days old. Major's oldest active player. This one is sent down the right field line foul. Look out. Back on May 11th, Tim came into a game in relief for the Red Sox, became the oldest player to ever appear in a game with the Red Sox. Past Deacon McGuire. This is grounded back towards the mound. Wakefield off the hill. Throw to first is in time. One down. Join the Dropkick Murphys on Thursday, September 8th and Friday, September 9th at Fenway Park. We'll be shipping up to Boston. The Mighty Mighty Boss Tones will be opening for them on both nights. A portion of the proceeds from the two shows will benefit the Massachusetts 9/11 Fund, which helps support families of victims of 9/11 throughout the state. Tickets will go on sale tomorrow at noon online at redsox.com/dropkicks. 50th pitch from Wakefield is a pop-up, foul ground, and Saltalamacchia can't get there. Wakefield was running two, and Navarro all pursuing that pop-up in foul ground. Nobody can get there.
Yeah, three white shirts going for that pop-up, but nobody could quite get to it. Just out of the reach of everybody. Wakefield almost crashing into Saltalamacchia.
Tim Wakefield has been ahead of most everybody tonight. In fact, to the last 8 batters since that first pitch, strikes 2. The 1 to Snyder. Floats outside, and it's 1-1. He's 13 for 16 overall. And the first pitch strikes tonight. There's a strike. Saltalamacchia brought it back to the corner. 2-2. Two-two pitch. In the air down the right field line. Struck well. Drew going back towards the corner. JD will make the running catch. He went a long way to that right field corner to make the grab on the track for the second out.
And once again, another very good jump by J.D. Drew out in right field. This ball's hooked very deep out there in right field. Drew on the warning track and just in front of the fence to make the catch. It's amazing to me, these outfielders, how they hit that warning track and they just about know how many steps they got to go before they get to that wall.
2 down in the inning for J.P. Aronsebi. Amazes me is J.D. Drew's ability to get the jumps that he does and have room to spare out there. Look how far he had to go to get that ball and had the running start. This high drive to left, but not terribly deep. It'll carry back to McDonald shy of the track. And that'll end the 4th inning. 3.5 done from Fenway. It's 3-2 Blue Jays. Now for convenient Boston Globe home delivery at bostonglobe.com/sports. Well, thank you very much. As to the 4th inning, David Ortiz. Did he go? Yes, he did. Going to Brian Knight, third base umpire. Ortiz grounded into a 4-6-3 double play in the first.
Looks like David did go on that one.
Comes pitch number 50 for Ricky Romero.
Ever since the Euclid home run, a lot more breaking balls and changeups from Romero to this Red Sox lineup.
Oh, look at this, Jerry. They switched it up on the right side of the shift. Aaron Hill is now in deep right field, and it is Bautista who takes over on the shorter side. So
it's becoming very confusing.
Just when we thought we had it figured out.
Yeah.
John Farrell throws in another wrinkle. Now, Hill didn't play last night, so maybe he felt like Mike McCoy couldn't make that throw, so he put Bautista out there last night.
And Bautista was deeper than that, even deeper than what Hill is right now.
Yes. Ball 3, 3-1. John Farrell keeping us on our toes. 3-1 to Big Papi. In there for strike 2, full count.
Another breaking ball there, and a 3-1 count to David Ortiz. Romero going to the slider, picks up the outside corner.
Ortiz fouls it off into the seats. Nicholas waiting on deck. Then we'll see J.D. Drew here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Red Sox down by a run. 3-2 pitch from Romero. Ortiz strikes out. Second strikeout for Romero. One down here in the 4th inning.
And there's the breaking ball again. Once again, the 3-2 slider from Romero. So, as I mentioned, since that Euclid home run and the fastball, has been a lot of off-speed pitches to this Red Sox lineup. A 3-1 breaking ball, a 3-2 breaking ball to David Ortiz.
One out in the 4th inning. Kevin Euclid homered in the 2nd inning. Kevin's 12th home run of the year, and at the time, with the Red Sox on top 2-1. The Jays get a pair of runs in the top of the 3rd, and they pulled ahead. Ball 2, 2-0. Native Brian Butterfield. Inside John Farrell. Looking on here is Ricky Romero. He's got the first out of the 4th inning. Setting up the defense. 2-0 pitches in there for a strike, 2-1. Butterfield is the 3rd base coach. See Don Wakamatsu there in the other side of John Farrell, was the manager of the Seattle Mariners a couple years ago. John Farrell's got a very good staff for his Toronto Blue Jays team in his first year at the helm. This pitch up high, and it is 3-1. And if you're going to be John Farrell's pitching coach, that can't be easy either because of the success John's had as a pitching coach. But Bruce Walton has been held over from the staff in the past, and Cito Gaston's staff. And he's done a nice job here with the Jays. There's a strike and second straight full count. Fourth full count for the starter Ricky Romero. Nicholas chops it towards short. Escobar with a throw for out number 2. Let's check back in with Heidi.
Well, Don, in the first 5 games of July, there have been 15 ejections in Major League Baseball. I talked to Jays manager John Farrell about why he thinks there's been more confrontation between umpires, players, and managers.
The technology has advanced inside the clubhouse, and yet on the field it is not. So when decisions are made that you think otherwise, or it's proven otherwise by replay, it's going to raise questions. It's going to raise arguments. We ultimately, everyone in uniform has to respond to the media and publicly for what is shown on TV, and we're the only ones that have to do that. You'd like to think at some point what goes on in a decision of an umpire's mind, you'd like to think that we're all held to the same standard, and you have to explain that.
I also talked to Farrell about the controversial call at the plate that ended the game last night. He said it was clearly wrong, but even so, he wouldn't want to necessarily be a replay issue. What he had a problem with is that he felt the umpire was not in a good position to make the call, as the umpire was behind Veritek. Don?
All right, Heidi, thank you very much. We will take another look at this, and again, we've looked at it many times from many different angles. This is the umpire's look.
Looks to me like he had a pretty good look at it.
He was right over the top.
Yeah, come on, John.
Let's go, John. You know you're upset. Tough way to lose a game.
I thought we thought that was the exact correct call.
Right. Brian Knight had the plate last night. And Brian, in your defense, thought you were in a great spot. This is in the air to center field. Rajai Davis going back, looking up, and it's off the garage door. Davis will get it back in, but J.D. Drew is at second base with a 2-out double.
Now J.D. came into this game a .500 hitter against Romero. Romero goes back to the fastball, and J.D. Drew finds that center field wall. Played barehanded out there by Rajai Davis, but Drew in scoring position now with 2 outs.
Safe at second. Safe and secure. New York Life.
Dun, dun, dun.
So 2 down, Drew at second base. And Darnell McDonald, the batter. Darnell struck out in the second inning. He's 0 for 1. Would you be in favor of more replay like in that situation last night?
Oh, I don't think so. We'd still be here watching that. No, I mean, really, even as many times as we watched that last night, it was still difficult for us to make a call. And clearly John saw it a different way. And I couldn't tell if that back leg, swept over the plate or touched the plate. I couldn't tell. I really couldn't.
Because we had a couple different angles where his foot was above.
It seemed to be.
The home plate area.
Yes.
The question is whether he got the corner first or what. But
right.
We couldn't tell.
I think that replay may have been inconclusive, if you look at something like that.
I guess the question is, where do you draw the line? I mean, I think this home run thing and the boundary calls is working.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Yeah, we've seen that work very well here at Fenway Park, in particular with some tough calls that are going out toward that green monster and just above it.
But I think the people and the baseball purists were concerned if you let that in, where does it end?
Yeah, what do you replay? What do you not replay? And I don't know, do you get so many a game?
1-2 is struck well to left. They grab some wall, and it does. From second base comes J.D. Drew. He will score the game-tying run, and Darnell is diving back to the bag at first. 3-3 ball game as Darnell McDonald drives in the tying run.
Well, Darnell McDonald with that big play last night. Now the line shot off the wall. It's on a breaking ball. And that's going to score J.D. Drew. So with 2 outs, a double and a single tie the ball game for the Boston Red Sox.
So 2 down, Darnell McDonald at second base, and Jared Saltalamacchia is coming up. There's a bloop to center. Davis coming in. Davis won't get there. McDonald read it well, and he goes to third base. Looked up and realized Davis wasn't going to get there, just kept going. 2 outs, he'd be running that hard anyway, but he gets to third.
Just a little bloop here by Saltalamacchia, but you see how deep Rajai Davis is, even with his great speed. He can't catch up to that, and Donald McDonald has no problem going into third base. Running on contact with 2 outs.
First and third, 2 down, and it's time now for tonight's AT&T trivia question. Which 2 players have been named an All-Star as a Red Sox and a Blue Jay? The answer for you a little bit later.
I think I know one of those.
Yeah, I know one of them. One of them is in the news the last couple of days.
Yes, he's in court right now.
Yes. First and third, 2 down. Michael Navarro coming up. Red Sox and Jays now tied up 3-3 here in the 4th inning. Raps it foul off himself and goes down.
Looks like it got Navarro off the knee and drops him to the ground.
In the air to left. Thames going back. It's going to be off the scoreboard. From third comes McDonald. Saltalamacchia goes to third, and Navarro will be safe. Got the hand in. The Red Sox take a 4-3 lead.
Well, once again, it's the fastball. The Red Sox are teeing off on the fastball from Ricky Romero tonight. Navarro, the most recent, off that scoreboard. Now watch the slide at second base. Goes around, gets the hand on it, comes off second base, and then puts it back on. Contact, no contact, contact. There was trips on contact.
There was contact, and there was no contact, and then in the end, there was contact.
There was contact before the tag. Trips.
Jacoby Ellsbury made contact for a home run back in the first inning. And he grounded out to short in the third, 1 for 2. Chance here to give the Red Sox some breathing room. They have just regained the lead again. And it's second and third with 2 outs. Pitch 75. And it's ball 2. Romero back off the mound in the midst of a meeting with himself. Ellsbury sends it out to deep center. Davis going back onto the track at the wall. It's off the wall. From third, Saltalamacchia will score. Navarro's in. It's a 2-run double for Jacoby Ellsbury and a 6-3 Sox lead.
I'll tell you what, it's almost like the Red Sox know Romero's going to throw a fastball because they are absolutely teeing off on his fastball. He went to some off-speed pitches, some curves, some sliders and changeup, and had success. Back to a fastball there to Ellsbury, and didn't miss a home run by very much. If it's a little bit more to the right, it might be in that netting out there. Instead, it bounces off the wall, and 2-run score.
.24 doubles ties him for third in the American League. As Marco Scutaro takes ball 1. Marco is grounded out and walked. Takes ball 2, 2-0. Sean Camp, first action in the Jays' pen as Romero gives up 4 runs so far here in the 4th inning. It's happened fast. Here comes the 30th pitch of the inning for Ricky Romero. It's ball 3, 3-0. Scutaro's the 8th member of the Red Sox to bat here in the 4th inning. There's a strike, 3-1. Ball 4, he walks Scutaro. Second time he's walked Scutaro. To celebrate the 100th anniversary of Fenway Park, get your name into the history of America's most beloved ballpark by getting a personalized commemorative brick. Your unique message will be engraved onto a brick that will be placed inside the ballpark concourses at Gate B or Gate C. You'll also receive a free replica of the brick with a custom case to proudly display in your home or office. Visit redsox.com/bricks to get your brick today. Well, the Red Sox sending their 9th man to bat here in the inning. And it's Dustin Pedroia, who singled in the first and fouled out in the third. Yeah, Pedroia takes strike one. Red Sox now 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors. The Jays 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors. Ellsbury takes off for third, no throw. They get there standing. Not a double steal. Scudero was not going anywhere at first base.
And Batista didn't even bother the cover. He's worried about contact right there more than the stolen base. He didn't want to open up a wide open hole for Pedroia.
28 stolen bases, leads the American League in that category. Now Pedroia chops it softly. Romero's got it, spins and fires. And Lynn stayed on the bag, according to Bob Davidson, first base umpire, to end the inning. Red Sox score 4 times and take a 6-3 lead. For Humanity affiliates in eastern Massachusetts. Well, Tim Wakefield now with a 3-run lead as we head into the top half of the 5th inning. Red Sox scoring 4 times in the 4th. There's a swing and a miss for Rajai Davis, quickly down 0-2. Davis reached on an infield hit in the 3rd inning, scored the Jays' 2nd run, which at the time tied the game. Jays would take a 3-2 lead with 2 runs in the top of the 3rd, but again the 4-run 4th inning for Boston. Swing and a miss. Rajai Davis strikes out. 4th K for Tim Wakefield. 1 down.
All the strikeouts for Wakefield coming on the knuckleball. Good one that time. No contact by Davis. The drop by Saltalamacchia, and then the tag on the back.
Five in a row retired by Wakefield. Back up top now for Yunel Escobar. Doubled in the 1st inning, singled in the 3rd, scored 2 runs. Lines it out to left center field, in for a base hit. Ellsbury over quickly to gather it, but it is a 1-out single for Escobar, is now 3 for 3.
Well, Tim Wakefield, certainly that knuckleball is no mystery to Yunel Escobar. Great numbers coming into the game, 3 for 3 tonight. Maybe Wake ought to try a fastball or curveball to him, see what happens in.
So 1 out, 1 on for Eric Thames. He was 0 for 2. It's in there for strike 1 to Thames. Grounded out to second base in the 1st, grounded out to first base in the 3rd inning. Thames lifts a fly ball out to left center field, pretty deep. Back goes Ellsbury at the wall. He makes the catch, bangs into it, and sends the ball back into the infield. Jacoby Ellsbury back at the wall to make the grab. 2 down.
Jacoby doing everything tonight, powering up with the home run, the double, a drive in, 2 runs. Now a fantastic defensive play going to the FW website. Takes a peek, see how much room he's got, the leap and the catch.
So 2 down, and Escobar at first base. A nice play by Ellsbury out there in deep left center. And here comes Terry Francona. As Terry looked down and want to know what happened here. Thames is still at the plate. Did they call timeout before that? What happened here, Jerry?
You got me down. It wouldn't be catcher's interference because if that was the case, he'd be at first base.
Right.
So it had to be a timeout call.
Somewhere on the field. It was not perhaps the home plate umpire, Tim McClellan, because he would have known.
Well, let's see if there's any call at home plate. Doesn't appear to be.
He's got his arms in the air, though, and Saltalamacchia has got his arms in the air as if to say time was out.
Maybe he called it vocally.
Which he does do sometimes.
Yes, he does.
A lot of Tim McClellan's stuff is vocal. The delayed strike call, lots been made of that over the years, and vocally will let the players know before he actually gives you the sign. So apparently, all for naught on that catch by Ellsbury. But he ends up striking out in the end anyway. Well, that was weird.
Yeah, that was very strange.
2 down, 5 strikeouts for Wakefield.
Yeah, the only thing we can think of is that McClellan made the call vocally for the timeout before the contact, and then Wakefield comes back and strikes out Thames. So it was still a great play by Ellsbury.
Yeah, it was cool. It looked good. Let's look at this again and watch both Saltalamacchia and Tim McClellan, the home plate umpire, after the ball is hit.
Yeah, they both put their hands up at just about the same time.
It's like Salty knew it was timeout. No other umpires appeared to make any other indication anywhere else, so that was Tim McClellan's timeout call. This is on the ground, and by the dive, a Scudero at short into left field. Up to second goes Escobar, and all of a sudden the Jays have first and second, 2 down.
And Batista's had a nice night. 2 hits, a sacrifice fly, has driven in 2 runs already. Guy that had struggled against Wakefield coming into the game 0 for 9, but 2 for 2 tonight. Right by the dive of Marco Scudero.
Two on, 2 down. Adam Lind is the batter. And a fly ball lifted into short right. Pedroia's going out. He'll make the catch in front of J.D. Drew that ends the inning. The Blue Jays strand a pair halfway through this one at 6-3 Red Sox. enjoy a 6-3 lead to the 6th inning. Tim Wakefield back on the mound for the Red Sox. Wakefield get out of a first and second jam with 2 outs. Got Lynn to pop out as Josh Reddick remains in the game after pinch hitting for Darnell McDonald. Ended up lining into a double play as it turned out. And he is in left now as Edwin Encarnacion leads it off here for the Jays in the 6th. Encarnacion has grounded out to third base and struck out swinging. He's 0 for 2. Yankees tonight are in Cleveland, and it's the Indians on top of the Yankees 2-0 in the 5th inning at Progressive Field at the moment. 2-1 flutters inside, 3-1. Outfield set up straight away on Encarnacion. First 3-ball count for Tim Wakefield, and a fly ball sent foul off to the right out of play. Tim's not walked anybody in the game tonight. He has 5 strikeouts. And another foul off to the right out of play. Pitching line is brought to you by Ace Ticket. 5+ for Tim, 8 hits, 3 runs, no walks, 5 strikeouts. 75 pitches deep into his outing as he works here in the 6th. And will strike out Encarnacion. 6 strikeouts for Wakefield, 1 down.
Now second time he's got Encarnacion tonight. Got him back in the 3rd inning. Now here in the 6th. That ties a season high for Wakefield with 6 strikeouts.
Aaron Hill takes ball 1. Hill is 0 for 2 in the game. He's struck out and grounded out. There's a strike, 1-1. Wakefield with a fastball that time. Swing and a miss. Ball and 2 strikes down to Aaron Hill.
That's a high knuckleball that Tim got away with that time.
Pitch 80 for Wakefield, and it's a ground ball down the third baseline. Fair. Navarro's throw is good. His arm is impressive. 2 down. It's time now for the answer to tonight's AT&T trivia question. Which 2 players have been named an All-Stars? Remember, the Red Sox and the Blue Jays. And the answer is Roger Clemens, which we both knew. I did not realize Shea Hillenbrand was an All-Star for Toronto. Clemens was an All-Star for Boston, of course, 5 times, selected twice in his 2 seasons for the Blue Jays. Hillenbrand went as a member of the Red Sox in 2002 and then as a Blue Jay in 2005. John Farrell, who went as a coach with the Red Sox in 2008, will be representing the Blue Jays this season as a coach for this All-Star game. He'll be on Ron Washington's staff. Swing and a miss, 0-2.
Now the bottom falling out of this knuckleball from Wakefield.
Fouled off, still 0-2. There is action as Alfredo Aceves warming up in the Red Sox pen. A dribbler that is foul. Snyder with a single to right in the 2nd inning. Flied out to the warning track, and a good running catch by Drew out in the right field corner. So 1 for 2 nights so far for Travis Snyder. Gets away. 1-2. Down and in, 2-2. Jays have action. John Roush, right-hander, warming in the pen. Snyder hooks this down the right field line. It is a fair ball, and one hops up into the crowd. Ground rule double for Travis Snyder, who's got a 2-hit night.
Now Snyder hooking the knuckleball this time. Almost a one-handed swing. And one hops it into the stands for the ground rule double. So the Blue Jays have a man in scoring position with 2 outs here in the 6th inning.
There's 4 doubles in the series for Travis Snyder. He's at second base, 2 down. And the catcher J.P. Arancibia now at the plate. He is struck out, flied out. This one glance off Saltalamacchia. And Snyder goes to third base with 2 down. This could be the second pass ball of the night for Saltalamacchia.
Again, right off the top of that first baseman's mitt that he's using to catch Wakefield.
It is a pass ball. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Snyder 90 feet away at third base, 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning. And a swing and a miss, 1-2. Arancibia is struck out, flied out, and down on the count this time, 1-2. In the air to shallow right as Pedroia out, drew in, motoring in to make the running catch that ends the inning. The Jays leave Snyder at third base. The Red Sox have a 6-3 lead. Precipitation, as we told you earlier, coming through tonight, and I get the feeling it may not be far away as we play here to the bottom of the 6th inning.
Well, let's hope they stay off to the left.
Sometimes they move, though.
Yeah, maybe they could move north if they'd like. That'd be fine with us.
Jared Saltalamacchia to lead it off. It's Sean Camp who was able to get Josh Reddick to line into a double play to end the 5th inning. Only batter that Camp faced after coming in for Romero. Saltalamacchia 1 for 2. The game tonight, he's grounded out single. Ricky Romero, incidentally, went 4 1/3 innings, giving up 9 hits and 6 runs. 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, and is on the hook with the Red Sox on top 6-3. In there for strike 2, 0-2.
Change up followed by a slider to Saltalamacchia to quickly get ahead, no balls and 2 strikes.
Trying to come in, and they do. Strikes out Saltalamacchia.
Now another slider that time from Camp. Down and in on Salty and picks up the strikeout. So since he's come in, he got the double play ball, a strikeout.
One down in the 6th inning where you might go Navarro. Navarro flied out to left in the 3rd, doubled in the 4th. Now chops one of 2 hops to 3rd. Bautista's throw is there, 2 down. Arbor Coat exterior stain by Benjamin Moore. Revolutionary waterborne stain that outperforms the best oil-based stains on the market. Find Arbor Coat at your local Benjamin Moore retailer. 2 down here in the 6th inning, and Jacoby Ellsbury coming up. Little home run in the 1st inning, grounded out in the 3rd, doubled and stole a base in the 4th inning. Knocked in 2 runs on that double in the 4th. So it's been a 3 RBI night for Jacoby Ellsbury. Inside, 1-1. Sean Kemp, who's not given up a run in 8 of his last 9 appearances. That's a strike. 1-2. 7 to 3rd innings pitched after he'd given up runs in 4 straight games. Look out. Foul ball over by the Red Sox dugout. Still 1-2. Line to right, in for a base hit. Over is Snyder to play it as Ellsbury heads for 2. Ellsbury still running. He will pull it up around second base and get hit with the ball. Almost didn't get back. He was bolting around second base like he was going to 3rd, throwing it up in behind him, and it ended up hitting him.
Yeah, I think what happened when he was rounding second base, he was looking at the 3rd base coach to pick up the sign whether to stop or keep coming. That's a breaking ball he takes down that right field corner. Carams around a little bit, played by Snyder. See Ellsbury right there looking for the sign. What do? Do I go or do I stop? And he decides to stop, gets hit. Should I go? No, I'll stop. Finally stops.
2 down, Ellsbury at second base. His 3rd hit of the night and 2nd double. Twelfth 3-hit game of the year for Jacoby Ellsbury. He's at second base, 2 down. Scudero sends it foul. Covidien, a global healthcare products company, is a proud sponsor of the Red Sox Foundation, helping to address health needs in our communities. Grounded back to the mound. Camp will go to first, and the inning is over. We played 6 from Fenway at 6-3 Red Sox.
Sorry.
Six to 3, Red Sox on top. This liner to right is caught by Drew. Able to make the catch. They lost out in the lights for a second. Rajay Davis retired for the first out of the 7th inning. All-Star voting isn't over quite yet. You can vote for the 34th and final player for each league roster until tomorrow. Go to RedSox.com and cast your All-Star Game final vote for the final 2 All-Stars for the game in Phoenix. Vote at RedSox.com. Tarp cover is off, which is never a good sign. As Escobar stands in with 1 out. Means they know something. The 1-0. Going outside, 2-0. Escobar 3 for 3 against Tim Wakefield in the game tonight. A double and 2 singles. Fly ball to right field. J.D. Drew moves over and makes the catch. He's been busy out there tonight. He has made the last 3 outs. It's time for a game break. Anton Karen, TC. Okay, Tom, thanks very much. Here at Fenway Park, Sox on top 6-3. Eric Thames with a very big cut.
But I tell you, Don, throw Escobar a fastball, see if he can hit it, and he did throw him a fastball, and he finally got him out.
And for whatever reason, Escobar is pretty good on the knuckleball.
Sure is.
One pitch, and pitch number 100. Tim Wakefield missing for ball 2. Outside ball 3 action behind Tim Wakefield. Alfredo Aceves back up again, and Daniel Bard joins him. Imagine this would be it for Wakefield if he can get through this inning. And there's ball 4. So down to first base with the first walk for Eric Thames of the night here in the 7th. Well, Dunkin' Donuts and its local franchisees are committed to the communities and where they live and work. Throughout the Red Sox season, Dunkin' Donuts is offering different organizations who are also working to help make our neighborhoods better places. Today we honor the Hanscom Air Force Base as a Dunkin' Donuts community champion and salute all our military servicemen and women in New England. Enjoying a 6-3 Red Sox lead here in the 7th inning. Bautista with a swing and a miss gets away, and the second base goes Thames.
This may go as another pass ball against Saltalamacchia. We'll have to wait and see what the scoring is. But again, deflecting off that glove.
Third pass ball of the night, charged to Saltalamacchia. Popped up foul out of play, and it's 1-2. Big lightning flash off to our left.
I saw it. I saw another one. Yeah,
stuff's coming. A 1-2 pitch. Darts down low, 2-2. Outfield set up straight away with Thames at second base. There is strike 3. Bautista strikes out, and the Red Sox take a 6-3 lead to the bottom of the 7th inning. Let's check in with you need to know with Jade McCarthy. Game set. We'll close out the first half of the season. Andrew Miller, one of his last 2 starts, will get the ball for the Red Sox. He's tossed 6 innings in each of his last 2 starts. He's allowed just 3 earned runs while striking out 7. Tomorrow will be his first start against an American League team in a Red Sox uniform. NESN's live coverage gets underway at 6 with Red Sox first pitch. On here to the bottom of the 7th inning back at Fenway Park. Pedroia pops it up into shallow right. Aaron Hill, the second baseman, back to make the catch for the first out of the 7th inning. New pitcher into the game for the Blue Jays, John Roush, makes his 36th appearance, 2-3 with a 4.11 earned run average. 34 innings or 35 innings. He has struck out 23. And opponents hitting at 235 against him. So here we go into the shift for David Ortiz, and it is Bautista this time who is headed to right field. They will leave Aaron Hill in his normal spot at second base. Skips in for ball 1. Ball 2, 2-0. Action in the pen, Luis Perez. Ortiz takes a strike, and it's 2-1. Sean Camp won an inning in 2/3, giving up 1 hit. No runs, not walk anybody, and struck out a batter. Ricky Romero charged with all the runs that the Red Sox have, and 9 hits. So on the hook came in at 7-7 individually on the year. Red Sox big inning was the 4th when they scored 4 times. Ball 4, and Ortiz down to first base. A 1-out walk run by John Roush. Boston Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. 1-out walk for David Ortiz. And lightning flashing all around us at the moment. You know what could be really dangerous for us, Jared?
Headsets?
No, worse than that. This brand new contraption that we have in the booth once again with us that has metal piping all through it.
Oh, you mean the
yes.
that camera?
This. It's got this.
The one that's
piping.
looking at is the whole game.
The entire game. Truck is watching. This is to left. And it is back to the wall as Ortiz is headed towards third. Throw will go in that direction, and David will be safe. Second and third with 1 out.
Now the second double of the night for Kevin Youkilis. A home run, 2 doubles, a 3-for-4 night. That's a little cutter right there, looks like, from Roush, and takes it down that left field line. And John Farrell out of the dugout to make a pitching change as the wind kicks up here at Fenway.
1 out, second and third, 6-3 Red Sox.
Treated the Red Sox 2 home runs tonight. Jacoby Ellsbury on a fastball in the first inning, and then later on in the game, the second inning, Kevin Youkilis also on a fastball, pulling it to the monster seats.
So second and third, 1 out, and a new pitcher on now for the Blue Jays. Luis Perez into his 19th game, 1-1. The 3.45 earned run average. The opponent's hitting at 268 against him. He went 2 innings in game 1 on Monday. Gave up 2 hits and had 2 strikeouts. Left-handed batter's hitting at 204 against him, and it'll be a lefty and J.D. Drew who bats with runners at second and third and 1 out. Infield in now for the Blue Jays. Ortiz at third, Youkilis at second. Drew takes strike 1. One and 1 to J.D. Drew. It is starting to rain.
Isn't that terrific? The wind has shifted, really blowing hard out now to right field.
On the ground softly at right side. Hill will go to first base as David Ortiz remains at third, and there's 2 outs in the inning. So Drew grounds out. Josh Reddick is coming up for his second at bat. He pinch hit. in the 5th inning for Darnell McDonald. Lined into a double play that ended that inning. Action for the Red Sox. Daniel Bard had been warming up last inning, and Scott Atchison, who was just recalled today once again, with John Lester being placed on the DL.
I think if the Red Sox were to get a base hit here, score 2 more runs, you'd probably see Atchison in the game. If the score remains 6-3, probably see Bard.
This one gets through Aaron Sebia, but Ortiz not going to try it, not far enough away. And the crowd's starting to move for cover as the rain starts to fall a little harder. On the move. 1-0 to Reddick. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Taps it foul, 1-2. John Roush, who left, still responsible for David Ortiz at third base. Kevin Youkilis at second. Immediately following the game, stay with us for WB Mason's Extra Innings Live with TC, Peter, and Heidi. Get a breakdown of Tim Wakefield's outing, including his take on tonight's performance. Plus, we'll have the manager's perspective in the From the Press Room segment. So coming up right after the game on WB Mason Extra Innings Live. There's a 1-2 pitch. Reddick strikes out, and Luis Perez does a very good job coming in the 7th. We played 7 at 6-3 Red Sox. In the 4th inning for Boston, and that included a double for Yamaiko Navarro. Drives in a run as part of the 4-run 4th, and it is held up here for the Red Sox as we play into the 8th inning with Boston on top 6-3. The pitcher for Boston is Daniel Bard, making his 40th appearance of the year, 1-4, with a 2.20 earned run average. His 40 strikeouts in 41 innings, and opponents hitting at 165 against him. Tim Wakefield working the first 7 innings in tonight's game. Give up 9 hits and 3 runs. Wakefield walked 1 and struck out 7. Chance for his 5th win of the year, came in at 4-3 as Adam Lind here leads off against Bard. Lind 1 for 3 with an RBI single. On the ground at first base, Youkilis has got it. He'll flip to Bard for the out. 1 down in the 8th. Coming up after the game tonight, it's Granite City Electric's Red Sox final with TC, Peter, and Heidi. We'll have the final word from Fenway and a preview of Andrew Miller's start in tomorrow's series opener with the Orioles. Plus highlights from around the majors as Derek Jeter continues his march towards 3,000, and Albert Pujols returns to action tonight in St. Louis. It's coming up right after the game, and it's only on NESN. 1 out in the 8th for Edwin Encarnacion. Was grounded out and struck out twice. Swinging a foul tip. Swing fouled straight back at 99, and it's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. 1-2. Here comes a heavy rain. 1-2 pitch. On the ground, foul. Jerry Lane, the crew chief, decision maker. One-two pitch. Foul back, and it's still 1-2. They say 9:30. Yep, we're getting there. We're almost right on it. 1-2 pitch is a swing and a miss for out number 2 of the 8th. Encarnacion strikes out. First K for Bard, 8th K for Red Sox pitching.
Third time tonight that Encarnacion has struck out, this time on the slider from Daniel Bard.
They are going to pull the target. There are 2 outs in the 8th inning. Here comes the target.
Well, it's time now for the Coors Light Freeze Cam. And tonight, it is a lightning bolt. Over the third base side of Fenway Park, Coors Light Freeze Cam brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
And Jerry Lane calling for the tarp as they put it on here. With the Red Sox on top 6-3 with 2 outs here in the 8th inning, and Aaron Hill was about to come up. Now Bard had gotten 2 quick outs in the 8th, and the Red Sox 4 outs away from taking this series, as Bard had got Lynn to ground out and Encarnacion to strike out.
Offensively, the hero tonight so far for the Red Sox, Jacoby Ellsbury, home run, a couple of doubles, 3 runs batted in. Nice job by Tim Wakefield in the game. And then Daniel Bard coming on in the 8th inning to get a couple of quick outs. Then the rain starts and the top is on the field, or it's approaching to be on the field.
So we are in the midst of a rain delay. We will send it to a break, and then on the other side, Tom Caron will join you. Appears in his 27th game of the year, 1-1 with a 5.33 earned run average, 27 innings, 19 strikeouts to 4 walks, and opponents hitting at 266 against Dan Wheeler. Wheeler threw 2 2/3 perfect innings on Monday against the Blue Jays, his longest outing since he had 3 innings of relief back in 2006. That was at Pittsburgh as a member of the Houston Astros. Well, tonight, following our Red Sox coverage, join Jade McCarthy for NESN Daily, presented by Sun Life Financial. Jamie Parker sits down with Bruins legend Bobby Orr to get his thoughts on the Stanley Cup coming back to Boston. Former Patriot Teddy Bruschi discusses the NFL lockout. Plus, he'll talk to Bruins assistant general manager Don Sweeney about the upcoming development camp. All this and much more on NESN Daily tonight, following our Red Sox coverage, only on NESN. Bruce Walton, the pitching coach for the Blue Jays, and John Farrell, manager of the Jays, talking it over here as Blue Jays have Aaron Hill coming up here with 2 down in the 8th. So about a 41-minute rain delay here at Fenway Park, with 2 outs in the 8th inning, and Aaron Hill standing in. Hill has has struck out and grounded out twice. Tim Wakefield, the pitcher of record right now for the Red Sox, tonight went 7 innings. We have 9 hits, 3 runs. He walked a batter and struck out 7. As I mentioned, Bard went 2/3 of an inning, getting Lind and Encarnacion in this inning. Going away 2-0.
And the decision made by Terry Francona not to come back with Daniel Bard after pitching 2 innings and having to sit through a rain delay. So the call goes to Dan Wheeler to try to get the final out here in the 8th inning.
Red Sox have Papelbon getting ready for the 9th. Popped up, foul, and out of play. It's 2-1. Blue Jays had Octavio Dotel in the bullpen getting ready for the bottom of the 8th. Luis Perez did a good job, came in and got J.D. Drew and Josh Reddick to end the 7th. There's a swing and a miss, and it's 2-2.
Wheeler going to the fastball to the outside part of the plate to get the swing and miss.
Swing and a miss. Wheeler strikes out Hill. Ends the top of the 8th inning. Red Sox have a 6-3 lead. Find out more of what we're made of at easternbank.com. 6-3, Red Sox on top of the Blue Jays. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning, and it's Octavio Dotel. His 29th appearance, 2-1 with a 3.86 earned run average. And it's hitting at 207 against Dotel. Saltalamacchia leads it off and takes strike 1. Jared tonight has grounded out, singled and scored and struck out. Red Sox have 11 hits and lead 6-3. Ground ball right side. Hill slides to his right. Goes out Saltalamacchia for the first out of the 8th inning. I remind you to tune into the best sports talk weekday mornings from 6 to 9 a.m. with Dennis and Callahan on WEEI Sports Radio Network and right here on Nesson.
He was on Dennis and Callahan this morning for the first time, I think, on Nesson. I was on before the 9 o'clock hour.
You got in just under the wire, did you?
Under the wire, yes.
1 out in the 8th, and Yamaiko Navarro takes strike 1. Navarro had a double in the 4th inning to drive in a run. Part of the 4-run bottom of the 4th inning for Boston. Strike 2, 0-2. Don't forget, coming up immediately after the game, stay with us for WB Mason Extra Innings Live. It's all the post-game coverage you'll need right here on Nesson. Outside, ball 1, 1-2. Dotel is the 5th pitcher used by John Farrell tonight. Outside, 2-2. Fouled off to the right, not a play.
And Dotel right now staying with all fastballs. All fastballs in this at bat to Navarro.
hits it high and deep to left center field. Back goes Rajai Davis onto the track to make the catch. Went back there in a hurry. Navarro gives it a ride, but he's the second out of the 8th.
Yeah, pretty good solid contact that time by Navarro on an inside fastball, but back on the warning track to make the catch is Rajai Davis.
Two down in the 8th, and it's been a great night for Jacoby Ellsbury. 3-hit night. Home run in the first, grounded out in the 3rd, then doubled in the 4th, and doubled in the 6th inning. As he takes ball 1. Home run for Jacoby is 10th of the year and double figures for the first time. And there for a strike, 1-1. Chopped right side. Hill will go to his right. Off balance throw is in time. And the Red Sox are gone in the 8th. We head to the 9th. 6-3. Red Sox on top. Papel beyond. Kia. Sullivan Tire. And by Friends with Benefits, the new movie from Sony Pictures. 9th inning from Fenway Park. 6-3. Red Sox on top of the Blue Jays. And Jonathan Papelbon in to try to close it out for Boston in the 9th. His 35th appearance, 2-0. The 4.01 earned run average, 18 out of 19 in save opportunities. The strikeout to walk ratio, 45-7. And opponent sitting at 261 against Papelbon. Travis Snyder there to lead it off. It's been a 2-hit night, a single and a double. Wrapped around the fly out to right. There's ball 1. Another good night for the bullpen. Bard, who went 2/3 an inning. Wheeler at 3rd. No hits and no runs. They retired every batter they faced in the 8th, and now Papelbon for the 9th. It's outside, 2-0. This one fouled off, and it's 2-1. Papelbon escaping last night. Little help from the defense, no doubt. The play at the plate, which would have been the game-tying run in last night's game. But as it worked out, it was the end of the game. Snyder fouls it off, and it's 2-2. 95 that time for Papelbon.
So far, all fastballs from Papelbon.
Red Sox Nation, if you need medical care at Fenway Park, visit the Beth Israel Deaconess First Aid Stand behind Section 12. Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center, the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox. Visit them at bidmc.org. 2-2 pitch to Travis Snyder. Fouled off, and will do it again. A little more velocity that time at 96. Two pitch. And a swing and a miss. Blew it by him. Out number 1 in the 9th.
Last 3 Blue Jays have struck out Encarnacion, Hill, and now Snyder to lead off the 9th inning. Fastball up and in on Travis Snyder for the strikeout.
One out in the 9th, and here is J.P. Arancibia. Blue Jays catcher struck out and flied out twice. ball one. Hits Arancibia on the hand.
Papelbon trying to come inside with the fastball, too far inside. Ooh, right off the wrist.
He's going to come out of this game. Another pinch runner for Arancibia. Mike McCoy will pinch run. With the start last night at second base, and pinch runs here for Arancibia. And a pinch hitter coming up for Rajay Davis. Center fielder Corey Patterson will pinch hit here in the ninth. So one down, runner at first, and Patterson the batter. 6 home runs, 31 runs batted in to go along with a .259 batting average. That's strike one. A reminder to stay with us for Granite City Electric's Red Sox final. Complete post-game coverage coming up after the game from our Nesson studios. One out, McCoy at first, and an 0-1 pitch coming to Corey Patterson. McCoy takes off for second as Patterson takes strike two.
Red Sox not holding on McCoy at first base, giving him second base. That run right now does not mean a thing.
So defensive indifference in getting McCoy to second base. No-2 pitch to Patterson. He struck him out, 2 down in the ninth.
Now Papelbon has thrown nothing but fastball since coming into this game in the ninth inning. Fastball by Patterson for strike 3. There's been no sliders, no splitters, all fastballs.
Well, for every Red Sox game that goes into extra innings where the Red Sox get a save, CBS Pharmacy will donate $500 to Children's Hospital Boston. CBS Pharmacy is the official pharmacy of the Boston Red Sox. So 2 down in the ninth for Yunel Escobar, who's had a 3-hit night. All that was against Tim Wakefield. A double and 2 singles, scored 2 runs. Escobar in there for strike 1, 1-1. Line to left, and that's in for a base hit. It's quickly by Reddick to the wall. Round from second base comes McCoy. As the throw goes to second, and the Blue Jays are back within 2, and they bring the tying run to the plate.
First off speed that Papelbon has thrown tonight. He threw him a slider, and 4 hits in the ball game for Escobar. Here's the breaking ball, a little bit flat, stays flat and up in the zone. And Escobar with a hard single to left field.
His last 4-hit game came in September of last year. And he is at first base with 2 down. Eric Thames will be coming up. Thames tonight 0 for 3 with a walk. All of his at-bats have been against Tim Wakefield tonight, and now he faces Papelbon in the 9th with 2 down. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Splitter that time from Papelbon.
Runner goes as the pitch is in for strike 2. Escobar taking second base on the defensive indifference. Papelbon ahead 0-2 of Eric Thames. The 0-2 pitch is sliced foul back into the crowd. Red Sox losing, or I should say the Yankees losing tonight 5-3 to the Cleveland Indians. So the Red Sox could get within half a game. They can hold on here. Two outs in the 9th. The 0-2 pitch to Thames. Is up high, 1-2. Blue Jays took the first game of this series. Red Sox won last night. Boston trying to take the series right here. The 1-2 pitch. Tap foul, will do it again.
Papelbon tries to finish the game off with a split-fingered fastball at 89 miles an hour, but Thames able to foul it off.
He struck him out and the Red Sox win. Boston able to take 2 out of 3 from the Toronto Blue Jays. And begin the homestand off by winning the first series. And Bob's Discount Furniture will be stepping up to the plate against the Jimmy Fund. This season, Bob's Discount Furniture will donate $1,000 to the Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon for every Red Sox game saved. So far this season, Bob's Discount Furniture has donated a total of $22,000 to the Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon. Oh, 6-4 Red Sox win, and a big night again tonight, Jerry, for Jacoby Ellsbury.
Certainly was at the top of that lineup. The home run to lead off the bottom of the first inning. A couple of doubles for Jacoby. I believe 3 RBIs on the night. Also a very well-pitched game by Tim Wakefield tonight. Red Sox starting rotation with some injuries. Wakefield coming up big again, and the Red Sox win the series.
Final score is 6-4. The Red Sox beat the Blue Jays. For Jerry Remy and Heidi Watney, I'm Don Orsillo saying goodnight from Fenway Park. Join us again tomorrow night. Red Sox open up a 4-game series with the Orioles. Live coverage from Yawkey Way begins at 6. This has been a presentation of NESN, New England's most watched sports network. Let's send it now to the NESN HD Television Center and Tom Caron.